Did you?
Did
your heart rate even get up anymore for this?
Oh yeah, this is what it gets up for. 11. We were sitting there yesterday watching, first period or two of last night's game, and they're throwing around a few stats. I was kind of wondering, to be honest. I really didn't. I know it's been a few, but yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was 11.
I think you have 3 goals too in Game 7.
Yeah, there's a couple in there. There's been some good ones. There's been some tight games. There's been, a couple where you win by a few, and they're just. They're awesome. They're even better at home. With the crowd and the excitement with it, and so really looking forward to tonight.
So I'm guessing you don't know your record then in Game 7.
I don't
Do
think.
you want to know?
It feels like it's on the positive side.
It is very
It's we've had success in them, I think, and with some of the teams we've been on, and Pete's record's been good. Been a part of a few of them with him, so yeah.
Do you actually know Pete's record?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea what Pete's record is.
Like, are you make sure I go through my same routine guy? Is that?
Yeah, the day has to kind of just flow the normal way. You take care of the things you're ready, check the boxes, and look forward to tonight.
Is there a key to success in Game 7s, or is it really going to depend on the series?
Everyone's a little bit different. Teams are different, situations are different, but there are certain things that you need to, I think, focus on early and get to your game and in an early way, and just get engaged. I think, which is pretty easy to do in a Game 7, obviously, but definitely. There's certain things that'll make you successful throughout a series, and you're here, and it's been a super tight series, both ways. So there's, things they've done well, on certain nights, things we've done well, and it's about kind of getting to that and staying with it as long as we can.
When you've been at your best as a team, what's it look like in this series?
I think we've been pretty clean through the neutral zone. When that is, we haven't given them, easy offense, easy breakouts, that has led into our forecheck at times, creating space there, and, special teams have been really good for us.
Pete said at this time of year, it's not really anything that he says. He said players kind of take over, and you kind of inspire each other, I guess, for these Game 7s. What is the balance of the competitiveness and understanding the outcome of this game versus not getting too high?
Well, you're gonna be up. It's not, you're not trying to suppress anything. You're excited for this. You want to be in this opportunity. We've got a group that's, most of the guys we've been through it. Last year we were through one. So it's, I think at the end of the day we expect a lot from each other, and it's pretty easy to come out there and play knowing that you want to support your teammates. You want to be there for them, and as a group, it's pushed us a good. In a good way this year.
Pretty high. I think everyone's high. Not a lot of guys skated today, so I didn't see too many guys on the ice, but I think everyone's ready and excited to play tonight.
Do you have to contain that a little bit? Do you have to calm yourself down throughout the day? How do you manage a Game 7 leading up to the actual puck drop?
You have to keep it simple. Everyone has their routine and everything. They have to stick with it, whatever they do, to get ready and prepared. The good thing is we are at home, so guys are familiar and can really get prepared.
How much does your routine help you? Because you like to stay out there, you like to go to the morning skate, you like to really work on everything. Does that help at times like this?
Yeah, I thought I had a great morning skate. I think I sniped a lot on you today. More than ever. Yeah. No, I don't know normal, but today was good. I was in his head, so I just getting out there and feeling good. Just gotta be ready for the night.
Routine's important to you, it seems like. So that it is, even in a high pressure situation like this, go through the routine, go through whatever you do in the day, nap.
Yeah. A little bit different. It's a 6:30 game, but other than that, the same routine, do the same thing after, go on the ice, get ready, get prepared, come to the rink at a different time, but we're all excited to get started.
I'll ask you the hard one, since you know him. Joe's struggling right now, hasn't scored a point in the series, but he's one of the best Game 7 players in NHL history. Do you look at all that at all as a line mate and see what he's been doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that Pete said this morning. The beauty about the playoffs is every game can be changed. It's kind of it's a fresh start every game. It's not like the regular season where you kind of like it drags out and can turn into something. I mean, one goal in the first period just changes the series and changes just the impact and the view on someone. So, I mean, he's Joe's been around for a very long time. He knows what he's doing, and I mean, we need his experience tonight.
We talked earlier in the series that it kind of was hard for you last year, and at times you just got to stick with it. It seems like.
Yeah, just do what you're good at. I mean, know your role. I mean, eventually stuff's going to work out if you keep doing it. So, and if not, I mean, you're in a good position to do other things. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll need his experience tonight.
Robo, in the series, there have been no third-period lead changes at all. How important is it to get out and get to the start you guys want to get to tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's super important. The lead is crucial nowadays. I mean, especially the playoffs. It's something where things might tighten up if you go up a lead. It's hard to score. I mean, guys are too good, goalies are too good. So if you can get that lead and try to build on it, that'd be great. But we have to be prepared for whatever is up for us tonight.
Mike Ottinger.
Any lineup changes? You want to answer that one? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Actually, Faksa and Delandria out. Yeah.
Good deal. I'm sitting on the couch watching that game last night, and I'm getting nervous. So what's it like when you're in a Game 7?
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't call it nervous. I think it's the best juice in hockey. It really is. I mean, this is what you play for. This is what you work all year for. These are the moments. This is where you want to be. I told our group today. I think there's 9 teams left this morning. It's over 500 NHL players sitting at home watching this tonight, wishing they could be out there in these moments. So you gotta embrace it and enjoy it.
Both these teams are real disciplined in the regular season. They didn't take a lot of penalties, give up a lot of power plays. This series has been like that. I think it's like 11 for them, 13 for you in terms of power plays. Kind of look at that two ways. Like 5-on-5 is really important, but each penalty, each power play is magnified. Is that how you look at it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think we knew that coming in, and both our special teams have been good all year. On paper, you'd think that's an advantage for us. But then they've added, obviously, that group of players they added at the end of the season that wouldn't have played a part in those numbers all year. So, I think, again, when these, at the end of the night, it always comes down to, the same type of factors. You've got to, if there is a special teams battle, if there is penalties, you want to make sure you win that. That's an important factor in winning. The goaltending battle is important in winning. And then obviously the 5-on-5 play, but there's a lot more 5-on-5 play obviously in this series.
You and Joe go back a long way. This is one of the longest slumps of his career. How do you deal with that? Because you do have that relationship with him.
Yeah. I'm not concerned at all. I mean, if you give me a choice of Joe Pavelski in a Game 7 or, someone else, I'll take Joe every day, all day. So he always delivers. When at the most important times when the chips are on the line. And when I say delivers, that doesn't always mean a goal or an end-to-end rush. I mean, I'm not sure he's got an end-to-end rush in him anymore, but maybe he never had one in him. But he just, when the chips are on the line, he's there's nobody better at getting the job done, whether that's blocking a shot, winning a face-off, going to a tough part of the rink, make a play.
Pete, if you look at it, it's 3-3 games. If you take away empty net goals, goals are dead even. Have you ever experienced a playoff series this tight?
Yeah, I think so, Bruce. I think that's the beauty of the NHL playoffs. I honestly think when you get the 16 teams that are left, the margins are razor thin everywhere. Some of the series end in 5 because of, sometimes there's circumstances, sometimes, goaltending or special teams takes over or bounces or health. But, you know, that's the great part of the NHL playoffs is all these matchups are tight.
With offense being so hard to come by, is there any consideration or have you thought about changing your top six? I mean, that Wyatt, Hintz, Robertson line was pretty deadly when they were together.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's on the table, and we have in the series. It's not like we haven't. We did make some changes, I think, after game 2, right? So, yeah, that's all in play. Whether it's to start games, in games.
Back in the lineup tonight, how do you feel?
I feel good, yeah. It was tough to be out for like 4 games just to watch it, so obviously I'm ready to go, I want to help the team, game 7, big game. I'm happy to be back.
What's the feeling when you wake up on a day like this? Do you have to try and treat it like a normal game, or do you embrace and let some of the chaos come in?
Obviously, you have it in your head a lot, but you're watching the game 7 in Boston, Toronto, so you're thinking about tomorrow. You will be in the same situations like those guys, so like you have it in your head, but you cannot be nervous about it. You have to be still playing your game. If you play scared, it's nothing good.
When you get on the ice, does it all just kind of fade away? I mean, I know there's a game 7 and everything, but you're just playing a hockey game, it seems like, when you're out there.
Yeah, when you step on the ice, obviously it's get better, To be honest, I was more nervous watching the game from up there than to be on the bench on the ice, So, that was tough for me to watch the game. I was more nervous than on the ice.
How big have the face-offs been so far? Because there have been swings, and that you guys have dominated at times. They've been pretty good at times. How key is that?
Yeah, like every face-off is huge, it can decide like if you will spend the whole shift in defensive zone or offensive zone, so like obviously in playoffs it's huge because all the games are by 1 goal and it can make a huge difference.
Yeah, and that's just my observation, but it looks like when somebody gets thrown out and you have to go on your forehand, that you guys have actually been doing a really good job. I don't know if you noticed that at all, that, when the second guy comes in, he's actually winning a lot of these draws.
Yeah, like it's nice. We have always at least 2 guys who can take the draw. We got really good face-off teams for the last couple of years, and that's huge for us.
Is there anything that you noticed specifically when you were out watching the game that you felt like you guys did well to beat Vegas?
Not really. It was didn't see anything different really. All I see is like all about battles. There's no space. So you have to score dirty goals. That's like it's all about battles. I would say. It's like a war.
What's the energy been like on that line? Because it seems like whenever you guys as a trio or even Landry's out there, there's just something that clicks. I don't know if you felt that before, but Steele and Smith and you, it just seems like you have something going.
I think it's just we play simple, hard, forecheck and lots of skating. So that's all we do pretty much the whole season, and that's what works in playoffs as well.
Does it come together pretty quick when you get there?
Yeah. Start of the season was a little slow, but I think second half of the season we were getting better and better, and it doesn't matter who is in the fourth line. I think we try to play the same game and play as good as we can.